Hello, Morongo Basin and listeners around the world online at Z107.7fm.com. This is your Z107.7 local news for Wednesday, April 5th, 2023. Early yesterday morning, a San Bernardino County fire crew was dispatched to a reported truck fire near the intersection of Sullivan and K-Paw and 29 Palms. The firefighters arrived to a travel trailer on fire with multiple smaller fires in the immediate vicinity of the trailer. Firefighters made an aggressive fire attack, working to limit the spread to other trailers and vegetation nearby. Despite high desert winds, crews were able to knock down the fire in about 10 minutes and kept the fire from spreading. One male resident was displaced by the fire and was referred to the Red Cross for assistance. The fire's cause was determined to be a space heater sitting too close to combustibles. We'll have photos of the early morning fire at this story on our website. At last night's Yucca Valley Town Council meeting, the council reviewed and approved the Aquatic Center construction cost budget. The council also reviewed the Western Joshua Tree Conservation Act legislation and provided direction. Lastly, the town council reviewed the staff's presentation of the Comprehensive Fee Study Report draft and recommended adopting a formal subsidy policy for subsidizing service fees. With a recap of last night's meeting, here's reporter Hillary Sloan.
The Town Council adopted a resolution to allocate funds for the Aquatic and Recreation Center project. The budget includes materials, service providers, furniture, fixtures, the additional solar generation project, and the Brem Park infrastructure improvements. The construction estimate will range from $25 million to a high of $27 million and is provided for by 4 special revenue funds. Also at last night's meeting, the Town Council reviewed the current status of the Western Joshua Tree. The Department of Fish and Wildlife has yet to make a final decision on listing or not listing the tree, but has stated through a review of the science that the listing is not warranted. A Western Joshua Tree Conservation Act has been drafted as a budget trailer bill and is in the current legislative session. A press release will be released next week concerning the legislation and the town's position. For more information, see this story at Z107.7fm.com. For Z107.7, this is reporter Hillary Sloan.
Yucca Valley's High Desert Water District Board of Directors will meet at 4 p.m. today. And down the highway in Joshua Tree, the Joshua Basin Water District's regular meeting begins promptly at 5:30. Reporter Mike Lipsitz is here with your Wednesday Water Roundup.
Among the items on today's High Desert Water District agenda, directors are expected to contract with Washington, D.C. lobbyists in hope of watering down the Western Joshua Tree Conservation Act. The district feels that passage of the act will afford the tree protections that it finds too burdensome and expensive. The meeting takes place at the district office on the highway at Inca Trail and at the Joshua Basin Water District offices on Choita Road in Joshua Tree. Directors will consider a capital budget amendment to replace a pipeline behind the Joshua Tree Saloon and also consider approving use of the district's demonstration garden for the Morongo Basin Conservation Association's upcoming landscape tour. Both meetings are open for remote attendance. Instructions for doing so are with this story at Z107.7fm.com. Reporting for Z107.7 News, this is Mike Lipsitz.
The City of 29 Palms Park and Recreation Department is looking for people interested in becoming a lifeguard at the Lucky Park Pool this summer. All persons interested must be 15 years or older and be able to pass a swim test consisting of a 300-yard swim, treading water, and a brick dive. The test will take place on Wednesday, April 19th at 6 p.m. at the Lucky Park Pool. Those individuals who pass the swim test will then be able to register for the 4-day course on April 21st, 22nd, 28th, and 29th. Friday classes will take place from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m., and Saturday classes will take place from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Registration fees are $175 for new students and $100 for those who need recertification. Upon successful completion of the course, candidates will earn a 2-year American Red Cross lifeguard certification and will interview to fill summer lifeguard positions at the Lucky Park Pool. All materials are provided. For more information, you can contact Haywood Adams at 760-367-7562, extension 1024, or by email. We'll have contact links at this story on our website. Coming up on April 15th, the Yucca Valley Rotary Club will be hosting the 19th annual Dessert Soiree. The charity benefit party and auction will benefit the Morongo Basin Ambulance Association. Starting at 6 p.m., there'll be appetizers, desserts, wine, and a no-host bar. There'll be a live and silent auction, as well as a local version of Deal or No Deal, with the chance to win $1,000. The event is taking place at the Boys and Girls Club in Yucca Valley, and tickets are $45. For information and tickets, you can contact Brittany at 760-366-8474, extension 3. Representatives from the San Bernardino County District Attorney's Office spoke to Z107.7 about their response to the ongoing fentanyl crisis. Jeff Harmatz joins us with a recap.
Supervising Deputy District Attorney Doug Poston and District Attorney Public Information Officer Jacqueline Rodriguez were the guests on the Z107.7 Up Close show with Gary Daigneault on Friday. Daigneault asked about the District Attorney's drug diversion tactics, including drug court, which allows minor offenders to seek treatment in the face of criminal charges.
We have a couple of treatment courts out here in the Morongo Basin that we use in Joshua Tree Courthouse, and they are every other Monday respectively, drug court and mental health court.
Poston explained that the drug courts typically allow those facing possession charges to seek treatment in exchange for diminished or dismissed charges, but since drug possession has been significantly decriminalized in California, the drug courts have evolved to continue encouraging treatment.
Straight possession of narcotics, for instance, possession of methamphetamine for personal use, that is a misdemeanor now in California, for which the penalty is, well, it's very low, very, very little.
Right.
The penalty, though, for instance, a residential burglary is up to 6 years in state prison, so much, much higher. Now, if we have an individual that we have here locally that is committing residential burglaries, stealing, to then sell the property they've stolen to fund their drug habit, then that person would be the type of person that we would consider now for drug court.
You can listen to Gary Daigneault's full interview with the representatives from the county DA's office on Z107.7fm.com or by downloading the show as a podcast from your favorite podcasting app. Reporting for Z107.7, this is Jeff Harmatz.
If you're on the hunt for Easter activities this weekend, then gather everybody up and plan on visiting one or all of these 3 excellent free Easter activities. In Joshua Tree, the 53rd annual egg hunt is this Saturday at Sunburst Park, starting at 9 a.m. sharp. There'll be 6 egg gathering areas for kids as young as 2 years old, all the way up to 6th grade. Keep your peepers peeled for prize eggs, which can be redeemed in the prize egg exchange area. There'll also be an Easter painting session with local artists starting at 11 a.m. It's suggested you show up 30 minutes prior to the egg hunt, and it's the last day families can pre-register for the paint sessions. For more information, you can call 760-366-8416. The town of Yucca Valley will present its annual Easter egg hunt event on Saturday, April 8th at the Yucca Valley Community Center soccer field. The hunt for the candy-filled eggs and special prizes is open to children ages 8 and under with separate hunting areas for each age group. Parents will be allowed to assist participants in the Little Hopper Zone for toddlers. The event begins promptly at 9 a.m., but all are encouraged to come early to gather around the field or visit with the Easter Bunny. Easter egg hunters can also participate in the Name the Bunny and Guess How Many Jelly Beans contests. This free event is sponsored by the town of Yucca Valley. And in 29 Palms, come out and join the fun in the annual Easter egg hunt hosted by San Bernardino County Fire. The Easter egg hunt will take place on Sunday, April 9th at the Upper Ball Fields at Lucky Park. The egg hunt starts at 12 o'clock noon for the little ones under the age of 4 and 12:15 for kids ages 4 to 10. Bring a basket and enjoy a beautiful Easter afternoon in 29 Palms. We'll have links to all these events on our website, Z107.7fm.com. The Animal Action League is holding a low-cost pet services clinic tomorrow at their main office just east of Joshua Tree at 62762 29 Palms Highway. You can get your pet spayed or neutered if you make an appointment or show up from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. for vaccines and microchips. For more information or to make an appointment, call the Animal Action League at 760-366-1100. The Lady Cats softball team traveled to Desert Hot Springs and came away with a 26-0 win. Jenica Silvas pitched a shutout with 12 strikeouts. Alexia Dodorive and Jenica Silvas both had multiple hits with 2 home runs each. Oli Ryan, Tui Young, Haley Hamilton, and Mariah Avalos all had multiple hits each. The Lady Cats improved their league record to 5-4. Their next home game is Thursday, April 6th at 3:30 p.m. And that's your local news. You can hear local news 7 times a day, 7 days a week at 7, 8, 9, noon, 4, 5, and 6. More Morongo Basin residents get their local news from Z107.7 than any other source. Reporting for the Morongo Basin News Leader, the award-winning Z107.7 News, this is Robert Hayden.